told you guys, like my uncle is involved in the textile industry, is in China. So we also have the top second maybe is our industry in Bangladesh, all over the world in the textile industry. So I think it would be really great chance for me to get into business in this sector as well, because we are owning this industry in the world. So that's why I absolutely focusing on involving and to start my own businesses. And as he told me about all the Bangladesh and India's relation between in the cross-border partnership. So I think in 1947 we had decided to separate it from some political issue. But I don't know why still we cannot make ourselves as a one, because after all of us were Hindustani, right? It's our ancient name. So I think still we have our borders between our countries, but so our people are saying our food culture and all our thinking, the way of thinking is apparently same. So I believe we should trust each other, and we also fulfill all the commitments that we give to each other in the sector of business. Like for example, in the time of China, when I was in China, I saw the Chinese people are so committed with their perspective. Like for example, they give you a certain timeline, they're gonna fulfill this order, or fulfill all this percentage within this time. So that's how I believe China is growing there day by day. Right now they're the top economy in the world. So this is how they develop their integrity, and they develop their trustness and honestiness. So that's why they believed, and they are the strong to the industry in the world. So I believe if we can make this the mutual understanding between Chinese, Bangladesh and Indian, all the businesses and all the business relationship, then I believe why not? We will be able to rule the textile industry in the world. That we should do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I think that deserves a round of applause. This done revelation perspective. So, Mr. Chowdhury, I would like your inputs on. See, you've been on the other side of the trade and you've been sourcing from both the countries, right? So, what are the similarities that you found? What are the differences that you found? And where do you think there is big scope of collaboration and togetherness?
First of all, good afternoon, and thank you, Shefali, and also my co-panelists, and also allowed audience. First of all, I want to express with my jackets, that's what I'm wearing, that is from Virat Kohli, that it's made in Bangladesh, and that has been shipped to India. And that's a representation of what we can do together. For our brand Puma, India is one of the best selling destination, and in India, Puma is doing fantastically well in terms of sales. Even all other competitors, we are number one in Puma since last few years, and the difference is quite big. And when you look into the sourcing and selling the product in India, Puma outlets, many of the products being produced in Bangladesh as well. We are supporting the India retailers, producing a lot of products in Bangladesh and then exporting to India. That is one, how we are collaborating each other, even in the same brand, having two different destinations in terms of producing for India and selling it to India. Second, we have in Bangladesh a few outlets for our brand. That is also, we are coordinating through our India retail office. Means I look after the sourcing globally and also support the India when it is retailing to India. And second, when we are retailing the Puma products in Bangladesh, we are taking support and coordinating these three universities, getting the platform, giving the platform to the mid-level manager to really build up their capabilities. And government is financing on that with the support of ADBs. People who is in the industry to build up and make them more mature so that they can take a lot of responsibilities in the industry. And because we can see the gap of a strong mid-level manager in Bangladesh and as well at the top level. So we have very bright energetic young people like him, but not everyone is interested into our trade because it's laborious and it needs a lot of attentions. Like it's not 9 to 5 jobs, and it has like a lot of other engagement. Sometimes you need to go like travels, going to the factory, having like in a day like 6 to 7 hours, sometimes 8 hours, spoiling your time on the traffic, which is really unbearable. So these kind of efforts everyone needs to take and have patience to adapt with this kind of environment. And it is not like an industry like white collar jobs and kind. And they need to travel to the factory, learn the industry, and then really deliver it. So it is having lacking. Still been in 4.5 decades, but it is growing up. Government has taken the initiative. BJP is supporting. BJP has one university. On this building of the young generation, and also government is doing that. Still, that would be good. Like if we have more, these kind of people into the trade, that can really boost up more to the industry. But it is in process, and I'm very hopeful. Maybe when I retire, I can see more. Energetic Bangladeshi people are similar to this position.
Again, thank you. So I was interacting with a couple of visitors we had from Bangladesh, and I was trying to understand about these aspects. So one of the things that came forward about primarily to do with communication and confidence and ability to build relationships with people. I understood that this is one area where, other than the academic front and also the industry exposure, etc., that we're talking about, is required to be done. So how is BGMA planning to actually build within that domain?
I think the answer is already from your side expressed and my colleague said. It's about having confidence. So maybe I would say that what I typically believe that Indians are good salesmen. So that's we can learn. And of course, like I say that might be not of my friends I will agree, but I think that we can also train each other. And there are a lot of things, particularly in skill area, if we can recognize what is my limitation and if we can have my partner to transfer this efficiency or skill, we can be transforming from even me to we, right? So as long we understand the strength, I'm sure that there are reasons for all these Indians coming to employ into the big level of this country's industry. So we have to realize what are the dots missing, and we have to train, transfer mindset about ownership, about sincerity, integrity. I'm sure there are exceptions, but if we generalize, we have to improve. We have to fight to reach an average level. Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you very much. And with this, we bring the panel discussion to the end. And thank you for sharing the part about recognizing and identifying that there is something great that Indians bring in. And let's see how is it that we can bring that together. So I would request Mr. Chowdhury, please come on the stage and illustrate.
I just want to make a comment from here. Is that okay?
Yes, please. Yeah, you can take the mic, please.
I just want to make a comment from the business perspective. I have a lot of experience doing fabric from India and manufacturing fabric from India. I have 40 Indian staff, Indian and Sri Lankan staff also. So I have a lot of experience in that regard. So one thing is that as we enter this new era and doing businesses together, the Indians and Bangladesh manufacture Indian fabric. As you know that fabric is never going to be perfect. There will be a time when we will forget to do the shrinkage on the fabric in a couple of rolls. So when the rolls arrive, you have to trust that all the fabrics in a good company, 10% fabric goes through checks, full check, but 100% of the fabrics in a good factory goes through shrinkage and shape. And there will be issues on shrinkage and thread. For example, during one of the very reputed Indian company, I was manufacturing chino bands, and we realized the measurement is not coming out right. And we finally found that
even though 100% of the rolls were tested for shade, tested for shrinkage. We are cutting the pattern based on the shade shrinkage grouping. But what was going on is actually in the roll itself, front, middle, end, the shrinkage was not the same. TSM'23 guy is nodding his head because he knows this problem very well. So this happens. In garments manufacturing, this will happen. But what happened is, the nice part is how we solve the problem. You have to do a CPL marker, what we call it, we have to do a CPL marker on that. That means you have to cut, you have to wash the fabric and then cut the fabric later on. This happens in garments, we have to face this. Still you have to make the shipment date because buyer is not going to listen to it. And when you do a CPL marker, there will be some fabric wastage. So why I'm giving this history? The history is the trust. So the Indian fabric manufacturer and we trusted each other. We worked together, we solved the problem. Whatever fabrics that was extra needed, they sent it to me immediately as a free of cost. And we were able to ship the garments. So this is the passion we have to have for each other. When there is a problem, they have to consider themselves that this problem is mine, you have to own it. And sometimes you have to trust it. I have also reverse experience. I have also experienced with fabric supplier that said, sorry, it's not my problem, my fabric is perfect. You deal with it. So what happens is I never deal with that fabric supplier again. I took the loss, got away with it. So you have to kind of value your customer. And valuing the customer at the beginning, as my young friend was saying, respect. At once upon a time in Delhi, there's this thing called Chanakya theory. Their noses are very tall, so they kind of think everybody else is not good as we are. And they think about that not only for Bangladeshis, they think about that for people in Tamil Nadu, they think about that for people in Calcutta. Because they're sitting in Delhi. They're Delhi wala, as our Rakib Bhai was saying. But that is changing. Because of so many shows, because of Bangladesh's standing in sustainability, because of Bangladesh has grown in the garment sector so rapidly, we now have earned the respect. Whenever we go to India and whenever we speak, people listen to us. They know that, okay, we know what we're talking about. So that respect is there. Now build up on that respect, let's build up on the business, let's build up on the cooperation, correct? So that's what I'm trying to say is, the garments business will never go 100% smooth. We have to deal with the problem, we have to solve the problem, we have to work together. My shipment date is your shipment date. So you have to take into account, your delivery has to be right. If you cannot ship all that fabric at the same time, you have to consider shipping partially so that I can start cutting and feeding my lines. So all these things are very important or practical. So let's work together. That's my call to action basically.
Thank you.
That sometimes there is no time like this way because that was the, after COVID there is a problem in the China. We are habituated to bring or import it. But that's why I found out another option for the India. I went there. But due to place my order, I already lost the full the customer. I think Rakib sir know at that time I was in Kandik, Mr. Moyeen company. Fully I lost this buyer and a lot of problems happened. Even I quit from there. So that was the issue. I placed the order the unknown supplier. Also it's even my career is hampered. So how we can realize and we get the proper response from the supplier. Thank you very much.
We should do 80-20. 80 with the known supplier and 20 with the new supplier. Same time.
So this is, thank you for speaking about the Pareto's principle. It says, and that's how it is. So I hope you got your answer. And thank you for handling it beautifully. Sir, would you like to say something?
I want to add something on top of Akibhai and him. When price gone up, they not delivered, even though they got LC on time as per their PI, but they not delivered. The mills was doing export till since long to Bangladesh, but when the price gone up, they not delivered, but Bangladeshi, all the garments owner, they export to the buyers. You have to deliver even though you are losing money. Say if we are not able to deliver any goods on time, we are bearing either discount or air shipment. Air shipment is the huge cost. We are paying, but from India side, when yarn price gone up, yarn price is not the garment FOB price. Garment FOB price is huge. So India is the small part. It is maybe 30 to 35% of the material. They are not able to ship the goods. They refuse to ship the goods. Not refuse. They never respond to the Bangladeshi factories. So that is the huge gap where your the bodies like our BJP, you have the CITI. If say Bangladesh factories are not able to deliver the goods, there is a sales claim from the buyers. There is a lot of customers, they are giving sales claim if it is not delivered. So that part has to make sure by